Good morning and welcome to You're 18, Now What? Thank you for joining me on this great Tuesday. I'm Dr. Catherine Gilstein and I am looking forward to empowering you with information about financial literacy and economic empowerment. I will continue to post on the second and fourth Tuesday of the month. If you are an avid listener, you know that I took off the second Tuesday of this month. So I missed you all and I apologize. I was taking some time to spend with family and friends in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and it was an incredible time. We had so much fun. Looking ahead today, I am absolutely blown away by the support I have received. Reflecting on the analytics for my listeners, I have expanded to 18 countries in a little bit over a year. So, adding in the UK, South Africa, Kazakhstan, Ireland, listeners in the United States are about 88%, meaning that basically 12% of my audience is around the globe. And I couldn't be happier about the reach. So thank you all for listening, liking, sharing, and most important, subscribing to my podcast. I do have a lot of listeners, but I am trying to grow my subscriber list. So if you don't already, please hit that subscribe button and continue to share my work. It's greatly appreciated. I also want to thank everyone who reached out to me about my last podcast and shutting out the noise. I received great feedback with people just reaching out, letting me know that they have been guilty of saying yes to so many things. They have been guilty of not taking time for themselves to just decompress. I am glad that I was another person to reiterate the importance of clearing your mind, taking a break, and the long-term benefits that it can have for you. So before I get into this week's topic of entrepreneurship, I also want to reach out and say that I received a lot of feedback on my interview with Howard Friedman regarding student loans and where to get money. So hopefully that was very helpful for you. And one last thing before I dive in this week, I want to talk about internships because now is the time to apply for those summer spots. They do fill up really quickly, so make sure, do your research, contact people that can help you find and apply for them. Use all of the resources at your school, whether it's the career counseling office, the library, there's a handshake website. Go to the center chair or department chair in your school, other faculty. Basically, I'm saying reach out to anyone who has information about internships. Ideally, you want to have an internship in your sophomore or junior year. And I have seen time and again students having internships in their junior year and then being asked to come back to the company the following year once they have graduated. And they're offered a full-time position. So you never know what opportunities lie out there if you don't seek them out. So definitely be proactive about that, get involved, use the resources that are available to you, and get those internships. It is the end of March already. So, reminder, time to get a handle on O's taxes if you haven't already done so. So, reach out to a professional if you need to. If you have a simple return, you could probably fill out your taxes on your own, but just be sure to have all of your paperwork in order before you start filling out that return. So, it could be anything from the W-2s you received, if you had one job or two jobs, anything like that, any 1099 miscellaneous or 1099 non-employee compensation paperwork, any dividend or interest statements that you receive from your bank, or any stock sales, everything. So, like I mentioned earlier, today I wanted to focus on entrepreneurship. So I was really hoping on giving you an interview today, especially on the feedback that I received. So it's always great to have a conversation with someone and bring a different perspective, have them share their journey, and see what my listeners resonate with. So I did have a meeting scheduled with someone who has done incredible work in the entrepreneur space, and I thought it would make for a great conversation for all of you. So hopefully I will be able to connect with them in the future and be able to provide their insight and experiences for you. But I did want to talk about entrepreneurship anyway. So let me start by saying I have stated in my book that a 4-year degree is not for everyone. Some people do prefer to go to a trade school because they know exactly what they want to do and they could go to a trade school, get their experience, get everything they need, and then just start their business. Electrician, anything like that, plumber, things like that. And we need all of those people. Some prefer to get a 2-year degree just to cover the basics, and some decide to move on to a 4-year degree after that. Others decide not to. There is no right or wrong way. I do know a lot of people who have completed a 2-year degree in business just to understand what goes into starting your own business. So, how to understand what is needed, what is expected, what are the legal implications of opening a business, any laws or regulations or paperwork or anything like that. It can be a lot to digest. So, my suggestion is to definitely check out some websites. Um, Go to community college, get that 2-year degree in business, have them cover the basics and teach you, intro to business and marketing basics and things like that. It's really helpful. There is a lot of free information out there, so check out those websites for free advice. I always advise my students that a great place to start is with the Small Business Administration, and you could reach them at www.sba.gov. And there's information that you can start with at the beginning of your journal. So they have basics on how to create a business plan, how to do marketing. So don't dismiss other free opportunities either. I think the local library is another great resource and one of my favorites. You can check out tons of books, all for free, and just ingest information and see what resonates with you. Look at popular business books online, not the get rich quick ones. I'm talking about the real business books for entrepreneurs, some that give you great ideas, great insight into other experiences, other journeys, how these people have done well. Some of my favorites are, and I'll just go through a few of them for you. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This is a classic and it explores the power of mindset and positive thinking. So it dives into setting clear goals and persevering through challenges. And I did a podcast a while back on money and mindfulness, and there's definitely a clear connection for achieving your goals. So that's a really important one. Another book is Good to Great by Jim Collins. And here, Collins and his team differentiate good companies from truly great ones and how successful companies sustain that marketable growth and deliver exceptional results over the long term. So here, they're not just looking at that short term, let me make money, make money, make money. They're looking at that long term picture. And when you go into business for yourself, you want to look at the long term. It's better to have, you know, 5 people that you're selling your business or service to at a reasonable price and have them refer a lot more people than to sell a product or service to one person and charge way too much and never get a referral. So, in business, referrals are key. Another great book is Atomic Habits by James Clear. And I had the pleasure of meeting him at one of the conferences that I attend when his book was released. So it's filled with information on changing habits and improving well being through small, consistent actions. So here, James Clear states that even minor changes practiced daily can lead to significant results. So this is the same as being that 1% better each day. It's not perfection, it's consistency. So consistency will get you where you want to be every single time. And remember, trust the process. There's ups, there's downs. Nothing is going to be linear. It's going to be ever changing. So just trust the process and you'll get to where you want to be. The Lean Startup by Eric Ries. So this book provides a methodology for creating successful startups by focusing on rapid iteration and learning. So it's a great startup book and it's really helpful. Then I was trying to look at books by female entrepreneurs, and definitely a little bit harder to find. So they're definitely not in the majority. but a book by Rachel Rogers called We Should All Be Millionaires. This book is where Rogers looks at the power that comes with building a successful business and building wealth, but especially focused for women and minorities. So it focuses also on the mindset shifts that can help women and minorities go for bigger goals. And it's filled with examples and actionable advice. So, a really great book there. We Should All Be Millionaires. And She Means Business by Carrie Green. So here, Green walks you through setting up an online business. And while you're setting up the online business, Green is sharing her experiences, her successes, and her struggles. So it really resonates with people. So that's another good one. And of course, if you are just beginning and need information on financial literacy, credit, etc., you can always grab my book. You're 18. Now what? Um, and it has a lot of information in there. So rest assured, this list is definitely not the end. There are so many books out there waiting for you, ready to guide you, ready to propel you to the next level in your entrepreneurial journey. So let me know, what are some of your favorite business books that have helped you, that have guided you? Um, Call in, email me, visit my website, send me an email. I'm really curious to see what my listeners are reading in their journeys, and hopefully we can get a better, bigger list. Um, as with anything, you don't want to just jump in. You want to have a clear plan for what you want and then set out to achieve your goals. So, could there be a cost involved? Absolutely. You're starting your own business, you're becoming an entrepreneur. So, you're taking on everything. You are taking on the risk, you are taking on every aspect that goes into building the business. But there is also free information out there that you can use to set up your business and understand that basic business terminology before you need to lay out any money. So, get all your ducks in order. If the entrepreneurial journey is what you want to be on, try to connect with somebody who is an entrepreneur. Reach out to your LinkedIn network, see who's doing what you're interested in. Ask them what their path was. Ask them, if they have any guidance for you. People are always happy to talk about themselves and their journey and help the next person, you know, be there for them. So remember, it's not one size fits all for anything. So visit my website, set up some time with me to reach your short and long term financial goals. And about my book, it's been just about a year since I received my book in print for the first time. So it's been very rewarding being able to offer resources and answer many questions about credit, savings, searching for a career, and so much more. So, no matter where you are in your career, you deserve to have representation. I do pride myself on working with people that are just starting out in their career and helping them navigate what can seem very overwhelming. Also, I work with people that are settled. So, whether you're new to saving, mid career, thinking about retirement, reach out, schedule some time with me. If you haven't purchased my book yet, you can get a signed copy directly from my website. It is being offered for $25, and that does include shipping. Um, you can also get my book on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, other retailer sites. It is out there. So thank you for supporting my work. Be open to learning, be open to listening, ask questions. What more do you want to know? Visit my website at www.your18nowwhat.com and drop me a line. Send a question or a comment. Any questions received will be responded to by either email or addressed on the next podcast. Remember, be invaluable for what you share, not what you know. See you next time on Your 18 Now What. Be sure to visit my website where you can always find the latest podcast episode to listen to, follow, share, and subscribe. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you.